Welcome to Metal Gear Explained. I am Mad Gamer, and we are here bringing you exclusive gameplay footage and a deep dive breakdown as we did a live stream covering the full playthrough of someone else. And now we're going to show that footage and show you all the different things. We're going to start off with the most important thing in this game, in my opinion, is the menu. Why is it important? Because you could kind of see what might be possible and you can have. So my viewers in the live stream are going to help me break this down. We have the new game. We have Snake versus Monkeys. Of course, for Xbox, it'll be Bomberman. There's extra stuff, which will be the theme. They have the options and, of course, quick game. That's what you get if you go in there. Then if you jump into the first area when you start a new game, in the traditional game, they ask you, do you like part 1, 2, or 3? Now they're giving you options for 4, Peace Walker, the Phantom Pain, and Ground Zeroes. So you can select any of those. We don't know what each of them do, but it says it right on the screen. As you can see right here, it says Uniform Mummy. Okay. And then each of them will have a different uniform that you can select and basically pick that specific item that you like. And depending on what you pick is what you'll get for a specific item. Going a little too fast here. As you can see, the uniform grenade. You have the bandana for Peace Walker. And a whole bunch of different things. The flag, national flag. Each of these are vital pieces to your playthrough. They have some effects in game, and you can actually select something that you would like, you're personally attached to. Depending on what you like, leave it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you want more of Metal Gear coverage. We're going to be doing playthroughs, guides, tips, and tricks on my Metal Gear channel and on my Mad Gamer. Now, this is the second screen. It's for your play style and your preference. Personally, I'm going to try the new style because I've played Metal Gear so much. And this means you get the camera freedom and the controls being played with the modern day setup. And then if you play on Legacy, it'll do the original games setup as well. This is a personal choice, no wrong answers. All about what you feel and what you want to do. See here, they'll select what they want. Now there's difficulty. Difficulty is very important. Going to be how you experience the game. This is a stealth game. You're going to have a hard time with it if you don't take your time and select what you feel is best. If you're a new jack, maybe start on normal or lower. If you go up to extreme, the enemies will be more difficult. They'll spot you faster. You won't have a lot of resources. There's plenty of different things that play a role in how the difficulty turns out. So you won't have a lot of heals. You won't be able get your stamina back fast. There's a lot of things that happen in the game that can affect you negatively. So you want to pick the right choices. Stick around to what you need. And right now we're getting a look at it. And of course, this is all in Japanese. I will have the description for the streamer and the content in the description for you guys to watch later. But we're recording this live. I want to just kind of break down all the footage, give you the best details that I possibly can. Now, after you select your difficulty, have tips and tricks for people who are new or returning fans if you want to get into, deeper understanding of the game and kind of learn. What I wanted to showcase was your selections. Which Metal Gear you like is going to give you a special item. Which playstyles will change your camera and your control buttons. The difficulty will make it easier or harder for you. Choosing what you want when you start is up to you. This is just the beginning start of the actual game. Officially going to have footage and coverage for you throughout the time. And now we're going to get into some gameplay breakdowns while I do this live stream. You can come over to my live streams and get these breakdowns as well. He puts on the camo, which is 100% no stealth. Everybody can see you when you wear this, but he gets in the mud and it basically starts to help cover him up from being spotted. So the camo is a very special device in this game. You can change to the color of the environment, green, red, or anything that you want and basically blend in so you can stealth better. You put on the gold, you're going to be in trouble. You put on a different, like more atmospheric, the percentages go higher so you could blend in better. And so as you can see right here, he switches the suit. Another thing that I want to point out that we're watching is the actual visuals and the mud, how you're sinking in, you're seeing your feet go deeper, and it really looks amazing. And then of course he's fighting over here with the crocodiles or alligators and gets hit. Funny stuff. Physics are still there, still very fun and cool little mechanic. You can actually throw a grenade into their mouth and kill them fully if you wanted to. So if you get a grenade and you just toss it in there when they have their mouth open, you can get some free food. Little tip or trick for those who do play the game. That's the best way. You could also just pull your knife out after you put them to sleep, slice them up a lot. It's going to take a long time, but when you slice them up, you can kill them like that without having to use any ammo or anything if you really need it. Now, to be honest, you don't need it for these missions, but I just want to talk about it. This isn't my footage, so I'm not doing this clumsy play style, but it is still cool to see somebody actually play and see what the game looks and plays like. One thing I want to note is the bullet drop is intense. Bullet drop is the biggest I've seen in the Metal Gear series. Ground Zeroes has very deep bullet drops, but it was reasonable. I feel like this is extreme. I think the developers did it because they felt like the game was going to be too easy for people, so it makes it a little harder. I'm not sure how much I feel good about it being this deep. It's going to mean I'm going to have to aim up to the sky to shoot somebody from far. But we'll find out when the game fully releases, and we'll go into that conversation in a second. Then one funny thing that happens here, I guess the person playing did not know much about the actual mechanics and systems with this game. They end up going into the mud, and it's a funny outcome here. But, you know, letting people play the game early, new people getting to see different things happen and wondering what is going on, it's a part of the game. And this is a part of the game here. You're in quicksand, you can die, things can go bad if you don't do the right thing, and that's what happens. And that's very cool just to kind of feel and go through, deal with. We're getting to see a lot of the classic things that are in the game. Snake is dead, original game over screen. There's a lot of different versions of that in the series, and that's one of the classic ones that was in this game specifically. But there's plenty of cool things we're looking at visually, mechanically. The animations are very smooth. The visuals are stunning. Personally, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I don't have early access for a review at the moment, but by the time this video drops, which is dropping right now today, I will have the next day, tomorrow, reviews from other people who got hands on. I'm assuming it's going to be a preview, not a review, because I don't think anybody has the full game yet. They only played a portion of the game. They're going to speak about it in the coming days. I'll have coverage. On top of that, we're going to dissect this a little more. We're going to probably compare areas and cutscenes and kind of showcase what's new, what's old, and how it all works, comparing the two. Not because I'm doing a competition of which one's better, but just to see the variations and the differences in the game. And I'm excited because a lot of it is one-to-one, just like the original. This very cutscene is exactly the same. I played this probably 100 times in my memory, and it's always been this similar. Of course, the visuals are new, upgrades, but the enemy placement and different things like that are still original. And even the placement of the collectibles in this area is still there. And I love it. And again, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Hopefully you get to enjoy it as well. We're going to cut to some action. Second. And I want to take a moment to talk about the Codec. It has changed. You're going to be able to do some things on the go. You don't always have to go into the menu, and you could just select with one button and go into some codecs. So I think that is very cool. We don't get to see it fully, but we get to see them go into the menu here, select somebody, and it's more organic in the actual area rather than having to go into the menu and then select somebody. And to me, this is a very cool feature. And there's something fun that hopefully is helpful for new players and then just returning players who've heard all the audios and seen all the cutscenes and all that. You can see right here in this very section, you're able to select somebody during the menu. It does pause the game, but it also just lets you select very quickly. And you can put tune too, which I believe be some music for you guys. And on this next section here, the person playing the game does a little quick combo, and it's a good way to see the animations and the differences in Snake and in the enemy, how they fall. Is it the exact same? I'm going to be doing comparisons and deep dive breakdowns. I would like your opinions in the comments. Feel free to help out with these videos, basically sharing the things that you point out. You can see character falls similar to how they fell originally, and the combo is the same, the 1-2 punch and the kick. It's very much similar to the original. And I want to talk about the bullet drop. As you can see right here, this bullet drop is extreme. This is even stronger than the ground zeros. Person playing, you can see they missed 3 or 4 shots, but you have to get used to the bullet drop. You can see in the weapon they have, or the reticle, you're capable of seeing where the bullet drop could drop a little bit. So getting used to it is going to be the key, in my personal opinion. What I mean by that is you'll see as he goes to shoot, when he pulls his weapon out, there's 3 dots underneath the level of where the main shot will shoot. And I believe if you're 4 feet, 3 feet, the first level, the main area, it'll be fine. Once you go back 10, 15 feet, you start going down on those. And that's how I'm going to get used to the bullet drop. And knowing if he's pretty far, I have to put the aim up a little higher. That's going to be the way I am going to get used to and train myself. And I'll do a tutorial guide on how I get better with the bullet drop, because I love to use only pistol when I play through the game. I'm going to help y'all do that. And in this segment here, he gets caught and scrambles a little bit, bumps into him, and then he grabs him and does a very cool kick to the stomach and then flip slam, takes the guy out. This little animation looks very sharp, very clean, very responsive, regardless who's playing. So we want to do a little deeper dive on some of this bullet drop system. And remember, the person just started playing this game. We all have to get used to this bullet drop. We're all going to have to figure it out. He's learning on the fly. Again, you know, anytime there's a bullet drop in a game, you want to aim a little high so that you can hit the shot, like shooting a basketball. Toss it up. He gets a shot there. Little practice makes perfect. And another thing I want to note about all these areas, they're exactly 1-to-1 like the originals. With the bridge, the trees, the honeybee is right up top above him. The enemies' placements are pretty much the same, except for the player control is somebody trying to learn. You can see he grabs somebody and slams them down. He didn't slam them hard. You can actually slam them hard if you want, or you can slam them soft and then put them on hold and say freeze. But he learning the game, I guess, figuring this out. And see, you can go into first person. Somebody was asking on my stream, can you go into first person during this new setup? Yes, you can. And he does it right here, knocks the person out, and then now everybody's down in the area. You're in the bridge area. Cool little fun fact, you can break these ropes and fall, or make the enemy fall. If they chase you and you break them down, they'll fall off the cliff. And it's pretty funny. It's a cool way to kind of just escape from drama, make them nervous, and see somebody almost fell right there. They're just fun little features in the game. And I just want to kind of note that as I watch the footage and we do these breakdowns, there's a little nugget everywhere. This is the exact same style of footage of the original. So even the cutscenes are not straying away too much, almost at all. And it's pretty much identical to the original, giving you the feel and look, and even the codec. The one thing I like about the codec is you got way better images and visuals and character design within it. So you get to see their faces, their wrinkles, their hair, all the particles, making it feel more authentic, even though it's just a codec. And I know in this time, my comment section has said it to me. In Metal Gear Solid 3, it's not called a codec, it's a radio. But guess what? I am always going to call it a codec, okay? Forever. And there's nobody's going to take that away from me. Fun fact. But yeah, so very cool stuff. I love it. And we're going to do some more deep dives. Stay tuned. And in this clip here, this gentleman is literally trying to hide. He's throwing combos to the air. He's shadow boxing for a second, but you do get a good takedown here. Slam to the floor. He could just pull out his weapon and say freeze, but he did not do it there. He does get caught. And this player is new to this game. Keeps running away every time he gets caught and tries to hide in the bushes. I don't recommend that if you're a new player. I think you want to just either fight them, get used to how to fight, and if you die, just learn to stealth. Start over. Because you're going to spend a lot of time on the floor, just laying there, hoping that they don't see you, just like he's doing right here. And he goes all the way back to the other side of the map and repeats that process. It's not a good way to play. Personally, I would prefer to just practice my fighting, learn how to shoot, learn how to hide, and be more stealthy, or just take in the action. Because you can go guns blazing in this game. If you really wanted to, a lot of the sections you could just run and gun if you're willing to play that way. Not easy, but it's definitely possible. You can see another cool takedown right there. Slamming people around. Gotta love it. And in this section, we get a quick good beatdown to old 1-2 punch kick. This is the traditional attack that's awesome, by the way. Nice little 1-2-3 combo, knock someone down, and then they go for a second attack and they finish them off. Very cool stuff. Again, the traditional stuff being in the game, I love that. I'm happy about it. Know about you? So in this section, he's getting caught, but I do like the reflexes, and you can see if you're going to be a good player and you play, you'll be able to get headshots fast. This was the fastest one I seen this person do. Very easy headshot, close up, but we're going to get good at this game, and I'm going to have a lot of guys like this to teach you along the way. Let's just check out another takedown as you go. Very cool stuff. So far, so good. Somewhat of a spoiler, you're going to find new locations for collectibles. Gecko are going to be hiding, and they're going to have stone or kind of debris on them, and you shoot them, you'll end up getting a special item. What that item is, we don't know, but leave it in the comments if you do. And I want to take a moment just to acknowledge the greatest Metal Gear Solid character in the history, Ocelot. We're watching his official introduction to the series as a young man. This is when he first started off. A little green and also badass still. Ocelot's been a character that's been in the series the longest. He's been in multiple games more than any other character, and he's been the biggest bad guy. But in this game, it takes a twist. This is part 3. He already been in other games. He comes in this one as a young guy. You get to see his origin and what shaped him into becoming Revolver Ocelot. And as you can see, his gunplay is amazing. But yeah, very cool stuff. Visuals look spectacular and still just like the original. And this is a very cool segment where hand-to-hand CQC from the master himself, taking down my favorite character and one of the most pivotal Ocelot sequence. I just like the visuals, like the texture, you know, from the cloth on the clothing, pretty much everything well done in this cutscene. Super cool. And guess what? You're pretty good. Wanted to take another moment to talk about this sequence here. Little spoiler, of course, but Big Boss, the boss, Bogan, and the whole team. This whole sequence has deeper meaning for new players. Wanted to showcase a little bit for those people that are coming in, trying to see what the new visuals look like and what is going on in this game. Very, very well done overall. Super excited. This is going to be the breakdown. I just wanted to do a quick little sneak peek at some of the gameplay. We have 2 hours of gameplay. You can watch it on my live stream as I break it down and recorded this video. You'll see me chatting with my chat in between the video and also kind of dissecting every piece that we got. When I get my hands on, I'll be able to go deeper and actually show you details on how things go with the bullet drop, for example, and other mechanics like CQC, enemies, and things like that, to have a good time with the game and just enjoy. That's the goal, purpose. We're gonna have fun together. We're gonna do one more giveaway. I actually have Metal Gear items that I'm gonna mail you guys as well, so watch out for that announcement coming soon. But you can leave a comment and have a chance to win. I'll just select a random when the time comes through my comment. Great. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a fun ride. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Go like, subscribe, and comment for more. See you on the next one for Metal Gear Explained. That Gamer out.